The oceans, seemingly limitless, invoke in us a sense of awe and wonder, and also sometimes fear.
Audiences across the country, glued to Blue Planet 2, have been starkly reminded of the problems of plastics pollution.
The problem was vividly highlighted in the BBC's recent Blue Planet 2 series, which was public service broadcasting at its finest. The plan for England, which we're publishing today, sets out the action the government will take to tackle.
How is this possible? On average, a European uses and disposes of more than 100 kilograms of plastic per year. A large part of plastic waste ends up on huge landfills or in the sea. Today, more than 100 million tons of plastic is drifting around the oceans. Due to particular currents in the Pacific Ocean, a new continent has been born. A mass of plastic waste the size of Europe. In some areas of the oceans, there is up to 60 times as much plastic as there is plankton. Because plastic does not rot, it lasts up to 500 years.
Now is the right time to put the question of how we protect and enhance our natural environment for the next generation, so they have a healthy and beautiful country in which to build their lives.
I didn't know that flushing my tampon down the toilet would cause a problem. Or the little plastic wrapper. I thought that the sewage companies would deal with it, and that would be the end of that.
Our mission is to build a Britain where the next generation can enjoy a better life than the one that went before it. From Gilbert White's vivid descriptions of the ecology of his Hampshire village in the first work of natural history writing in the 18th century, to Sir David Attenborough's landmark TV series in the 21st century, which have opened the eyes of millions of people to the wonder of our planet and to the threats it faces.
We are at a unique stage in our history. Never before have we had such an awareness of what we are doing to the planet. And never before have we had the power to do something about that.
This is why you must radically change your consumption behaviour.
When you go to the loo, just flush pee, paper and poo.
Many animals mistake the plastic for plankton and eat their fill. Every year more than 100,000 turtles, marine mammals and seabirds die a slow and painful death because they starve with a full stomach or because their intestines rupture.
The appeal of our natural world is universal and has caught the imagination of successive generations. In the United Kingdom, we are blessed with an abundance and variety of landscapes and habitats. These natural assets are of immense value. Our countryside and coastal waters are the means by which we sustain our existence in these islands. They're where we grow and harvest a large proportion of the food we eat, where the water we drink comes from. Our green and blue places have inspired some of our greatest poetry, art and music.
Plastic has become an integral part of our daily lives, but every year some 8 million tons of it ends up in the ocean, and there it could be lethal.
Through exposure to heat, the wrong detergents, or simply over time, plastic will go brittle, thus releasing these chemicals, which in turn, through the airways, ingestion or through mere touch, find their way into the human body. The consequences are severe. They include increased risk of cancer, asthma, infertility and developmental disorders.
This scientist carried out the first comprehensive risk assessment shown exclusively to Sky News, which suggests that the microplastic can be absorbed into our bloodstream.
Conservatism and conservation are natural allies.
Really?
You basically killed us all!
I've asked many physicians, colleagues, professors and so on, what could microplastic do when it gets into our blood system? And the blunt answer was, we don't know.
We know that when the magician puts the rabbit in the hat, it doesn't really disappear. It just goes into a secret compartment on the magician's table. So why do we think that when we put plastic down the toilet, it does actually disappear? It doesn't.
It is everywhere. When researchers examined the stomach of a beached sperm whale in 2012, they found 30 square meters of tarpaulin. a 4.5 metre long hose, a 9 metre long plastic rope, and 2 flower pots.
We in the present are trustees charged with protecting and improving what we have inherited from those who went before us. And it is our responsibility to pass on that inheritance to the next generation.
For years, we thought that the oceans were so vast that nothing we could do could have an effect upon them. But now we know that was wrong. It's now clear that our actions are having a significant impact on the world's oceans. Surely we have a responsibility to care for our blue planet. The future of humanity, and indeed all life on Earth, now depends on us.